Hi, this is Jim from Jimmiroquai Armor. I've been getting some questions about the material of my armor and the sizes it can accommodate and stuff like that, so I thought I'd make a video about it. I made a similar video when I made the for the FOTK, but this one is specifically for the Shoretroopers. Now, the material I use is uh, a flexible fiberglass. Now, the keyword there is flexible because unlike your usual rigid fiberglass, like say Biker Scout armor or some other armor sets like Vader, this is very flexible. Um, Unlike rigid armor, which is prone to cracking, this one is very much crack resistant. See, and very flexible. See, what is as to the exact resin mix? I don't know what it is because my fiberglass guys won't tell me. Now, like I said, this is flexible. Unlike rigid fiberglass, which will shatter if you drop, this one is very durable. You can drop it, you can crawl on it. Just don't, but just of course, just like anything, if you abuse it beyond its limits, then it will break. But it's very easy to repair. Just some CA glue and some epoxy, or maybe another layer of fiberglass, then it's good to go. Unlike, let's say, unlike say ABS, in which if you get some cracks, it's a bit harder to repair cracked ABS than it is cracked fiberglass. So despite this being rigid, it's very easy. Oh, despite this being flexible fiberglass, it behaves pretty much just like regular fiberglass when it comes to repairs and glues, and there you can see the fibers inside. It's also very easy to paint. The usual, just use some primer, some wet sanding, and you're good to go. Another advantage of using fiberglass for this armor is that if you see the screen use suits, you can see this level of detail. Because this armor is cast, you can get the same level of very sharp detail you see in the screen use suits, which isn't really possible with vacuum forming ABS. At least not with this sharp detail, and not without compromising some structural integrity. With this one, you can drop this, you can crawl over it, and it won't break that easily anyway. So see that detail. Another great thing about this material is that because it's flexible, it can accept a wide range of sizes without mods. Here we go. So, for example, this ab piece. Now, I'm not a small guy. I have a 38 waist, and this is molded for me, so it fits me perfectly. But if you're smaller and healthier than I am, then you can just actually overlap and make it smaller and still look awesome, even better than me. See? So my kit isn't just for big guys. Small guys and girls can fit as well. Now if you're bigger, it's just a matter of widening the gap once you split it in the back and covering it up with the back plate. So without mods, with the back plate covering the back, upper limit is measured at 48 inches ab girth. So there you go. Same goes for the chest. If you're a bit husky like me, then this is going to be a perfect fit. But if you're bigger, then you can just, it'll conform to your body shape really. Just widen it. If you're smaller, then Velcro will hold it in place and you can make it smaller. Of course, you have to keep proportion in mind and maybe trim some parts so that even if you're smaller, it looks proportional to your size. I've made this armor to be very easy to assemble out of the box, especially if you fit it without mods. Take for example these shins. If this were vacuum formed, then it would come in several pieces, but this is just 2 pieces. They're made to overlap. Sorry, doing this one-handed. Overlap like this. With the cover strip is molded in because in the screen use suits it looks molded in, so we molded it in. And see that detail again, that sharp corner. And overlaps in front, overlaps in the back to get you that closed chin. Now, if you're smaller than me, I have big calves. My calves measure around 16 inches. If you're smaller, then it's easy to make it smaller. Just overlap more. If you're bigger, overlap less. If your upper limit for calf girth without mods is 19 inches. Now if your calf size is beyond 19 inches, then easiest mod would be to leave the front open, because this part is covered by the shin armor, and you can have the back closed with Velcro. You can have the front, you can place elastic in the front so that it actually stretches more, and just close with Velcro in the back. See that? With the arm, this has been painted. Again, I want to show you this detail. Here I've glued one side shut and the other is closed by Velcro. So if you close both sides shut, then you may not be able to get your hand through. So I've opened mine up, put my hand in, and close. See? Again, I think this works the same way as the shins. If you're thinner, then you can overlap more to make it smaller. If you're bigger, then overlap less. If you're beyond if it doesn't fit you, then you can just add shims to the parts that go underneath the cover strip. And as you can see, the cover strip is molded on opposite sides of different pieces, not on the same piece, so that when you add shims, they'll still be more or less in the same position as before. Hope that makes sense. So there you have it. In the next video, I'll probably be talking about rigging and how to rig this thing out of the box. Alright, thank you.